Yo, what the fuck you doing, man? You're in the wrong house.
That makes my heart race. That's fucked up on a different level, man. How are you doing, guys? Bit of a different video today. This wasn't scheduled, so I've pretty much like set up the camera and just thought I'd sit down and talk to you guys on a person-to-person level, address something that happened. Obviously, you can guess what happened by the title. Honestly, this is fucked. This is really fucked. This video is gonna be me telling you and showing you actual footage of a fucking dude breaking into my house, yeah, and walking around my house, like wandering around the house.
Yo, what the fuck you doing, man?
Do you know how fucked that is to say that? A dude broke into my house and wandered around my house while I was upstairs. What do you mean? Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this little story time and this footage of this dude. So, where do we start? Let me just set the mood. Let's up the contrast a little bit. Let's up the brightness a little bit so the shadows on my face are a little bit more prominent. Let's add in some eerie music and let's add some cinematic footage of a Romanian castle. Sorry, let's just keep to the subject right now. Straight into it. So, me, Phelan, Chloe, and James, we're all sat in this office room right now. Obviously, it was a bit cleaner than this. The mattresses were down, and we were just chilling. I was editing the last TGF video. Chloe was doing some shit for her YouTube channel. Phelan was just chilling, watching some bullshit video about, I think he was watching This Country or some shit. And James was editing some animations for the TGF Do It card. So, we were all upstairs in my office room. Bear in mind, this is the 3rd floor up from the ground floor. So, you got the ground floor, then you got the middle floor, which has our bedrooms on, and then you go up some stairs, which is my entire floor, which is I've got an office room, I've got a landing, and then the other room I've got like it's like a spare room at the moment, but it's going to become like a podcast room. So yeah, it's pretty hard to hear anything that's going on the bottom floor when you're up on the 3rd floor, basically, unless you're fucking shouting, unless it's loud. I was editing away, Phelan was watching his video, Chloe was doing some other stuff on the laptop, and James is editing some animations. James hits his head off the wall like that. I've got my headphones on, so you know when you got headphones on, but you can, when a sound happens around you, you can almost feel like the vibration. You use that to gauge like, okay, people are talking, or someone's coming up the stairs. You can kind of like gauge that from the vibrations that you're feeling with your headphones on, if that makes sense. And these headphones I was wearing were noise cancelling as well, so it's pretty hard for me to hear like anything. James is sat in that corner right there. Okay, that mattress is down, the other one was like next to it, and that he was sat on a blanket with his back of his head resting up the wall while he was editing, and he moves and he hits his head off the wall. I just took my headphone off and I was like, I looked around and I put it back on. Then about 10 minutes later, I hear that same like bang through the noise cancellation, kind of like you feel the vibration through the floor. I look at Phelan and Phelan's eyes light up, like Phelan's eyes are like, bro, that's someone downstairs. And Phelan and me share a very similar trait where we exaggerate everything. I'm sure you guys already know that, but Phelan was kind of like, someone's downstairs. So I was looking at him like, is there? And then Chloe says, oh, I think it's Lego, the cat. She must have been running around downstairs. Phelan's like, that's not the cat. The cat can't make loud sounds like that. So then James bangs his head again, which creates a kind of like a low bass hit on the wall that kind of vibrates the room gently, and that is what makes Phelan say, oh shit, it must have been James's head on the wall. Literally seconds later, after I'd put my headphones back on, Phelan's like, bro, someone downstairs. I turn around to James and James says, that wasn't my head hitting the wall. So Phelan walks out of my office room and looks over the banister down to the bottom floor, and he walks back in and he says, bro, someone's in your house. And I'm like, bro, it was James, I swear it was. And then Phelan then says, I just saw somebody in your house walking downstairs. So all of us at this point, we're like, it was horrible. Like, it was fucking horrible. Bear in mind, yeah, there's been reports of burglaries around this area recently. So I'm sat there thinking, is it a ghost? Is someone truly downstairs who we don't know? Is it one of my family members or someone that just turned up at my house and they've come in the house through the back door or some shit and let themselves in and not told us and tried to sneak up on us or something? We walk over to the banister and we look down.
Yo, what the fuck you doing, man?
You're in the wrong house.
Wrong house?
You're in the wrong house, dude. Are you drunk?
Bro, wrong house. Wrong fucking house, man.
You're in the wrong house, dude. Do you want me to take
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you have a key for it?
No.
How'd you get in?
I.
What are you doing?
Go through there. There you go. Okay, at this point, yeah, I'm being really nice to this guy, surprisingly, and I don't know why, but it was kind of like a natural reaction from me to just be calm about the situation, talk to the guy, and get him out of my house. I genuinely thought this guy was either out his fucking face on drugs and he got into my house thinking it was his own house, or he was drunk out his face and he literally just walked into my house. I had no idea where he was. It's either that or this guy was acting and he was trying to burgle the house. Actually, come with me this way.
Do you know what you're doing?
What are you guys doing?
We're in our house. It's in our house.
It's late, man.
Good night.
Right, you need to go.
You should be asleep.
This guy could have just came from being at a pub, he's smashed out his face, and he's literally just came to my house thinking it was his own place. This house is the only house on this street that looks how it does. The only house on this strip of road where you have to access the back door the way you have to, if that makes sense. I'm really fucking confused. Oh my god. Okay, so me and Theo are actually in the middle of like searching for this dude right now. The police are on the way.
Literally, like, I'm lost for words.
And you know how fucking weird it is for us, like we're searching up alleyways, like, and it's dark, man.
I heard a load of a bang and rustling below. I went, someone's in the house. I ran to the balcony to look over before anyone could get up there. Seeing him with his hand over the side of the banister on the middle floor.
Seeing that guy come up the stairs, yeah, was
the scariest thing.
That was fucking horrible. There's multiple like routes we can go down on trying to like identify this dude and what his motive was, and like what the fuck was he doing? How did he get in my damn house? What if my friends weren't around this night, right, and I was out and Chloe was in by herself in bed? What's fucked, guys, is we think this dude was walking around the house way before we caught him, basically. When we saw him, he didn't even make it up to the middle floor, but as we went down to the middle floor, there was grapes all over the floor, so he's been rummaging through boxes on our landing in our on our second floor, yeah, and he's knocked grapes everywhere. There was a box that was ripped open. Like, he's been going through our shit. Like when you're drunk, you know where you are, man. You don't walk into someone's house and wander around. Like, does this happen? Dude, this is fucked. Because do you know what, guys? I'm gonna be real with you, yeah? I honestly don't think this guy was on drugs. I think something else was behind his motive, you know? I think there's something else that this guy was trying to do. To get in my house, yeah, you have to walk up my driveway, around the back of my house, walk through one door and then another door to get in my house. You recognize where you are when you're drunk. I've had to blur his face, unfortunately, because if this dude is on drugs or he has been drinking, then I don't want to kind of ruin this guy. But if he's trying to burgle my fucking house, I need to know, because I'll put this guy's face everywhere. Honestly, if there's one thing I can tell you to take away from this, yeah, make sure you fucking lock every door, every window at night time. Doesn't matter where you live, what area you live in, you can be a target. The fact this dude just walked in my house, wandering around, rummaging through my stuff. Imagine if Chloe was by herself. We called the police and they said to us, make sure we lock all our doors, but they think this guy was either on drugs or smashed out his face. Something's telling me that's not the case. After I told this guy to get out my house, yeah, we watched him walk down the road literally for 10 seconds. Came back in my house, we went back out 1 minute later, nowhere to be seen. This dude was fucking gone. Like, who is this dude? Count Dracula or something? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna end this there. Don't really know how to outro a video like this. I am gonna post that full footage on my Instagram. So if you want to go over to my Instagram, make sure you do that. It's on the screen now. You can click the first line in the description. I'm gonna post that full video. You can tag your friends or whatever. Thank you for watching, guys. And we'll see you on a more positive note in the next few days.
Brown sugar never been so sweet, but vanilla ice cream is my favorite dish. Black of the berry, the sweet or the drip. Make a cheesecake, last bit we can split it. Why you care what my pigment is? Held me down, I was progressing. Reminded me that my skin tone's rich. LOL, slow, tight and fits. Primitive with your naughty ways. Kamikaze put me in a cage. Brown eyes and my shit ain't blue.